Hey guys, welcome back. I got it. The Jaymz Popcaster. And this is it. It is a lightweight T-style guitar. I would say this thing probably weighs, I haven't officially weighed it, but I would say it probably weighs around 7.2, 7.4 pounds. That's my best guess. It's light. And let's first get the specs out of the way, and then we can talk about the guitar a little bit more. So first off, the guitar has a mahogany body, a flame maple top. I don't know if this is a real wood veneer or if it's a decal. It's hard for me to tell. What do you think, guys? It might be a real flame maple thin veneer top. I don't know. The back has the wood grain in it. And it looks like it's at least 3 pieces, the body. And it is a mahogany body. So it's a flame maple top with a mahogany body. No carve on the neck joint here. So you don't have that rounded, sculpted neck joint. No carves here. Just the basic Tele back. But you do have a very pronounced belly carve on the back of the guitar, as you can see here. Very pronounced. This is for somebody with a good size belly, right? And it is a string through, as you can see here. Very neatly done with the ferrules. It does have that little additional carve on the lower bout. And it has a roasted maple neck and fretboard. It's a very, very satin finish on the back. No gloss at all. The headstock back has the serial number on the back. As you can see, it's made in China. It has locking tuners on the guitar. The headstock is very Tele looking. Jaymz Popcaster. It's got the 2 string trees. You can see there's no adjustment for the neck relief here, truss rod, because it is over here. It's at the base of the neck. But there's no truss wheel. It is just a cavity where you stick your tool in to adjust the neck right here. They should have put a pinwheel in my opinion. They did not. It's got the clear pick guard. Let's talk about the fretboard. Again, I said it's a roasted maple fretboard with 22 medium jumbo frets. The fret ends on this guitar are very well done. Very well done. No sharp frets whatsoever. I think it's because they are ball frets, ball-ended frets. So these are stainless steel rounded frets on this guitar. No sharp fret ends. The nut is supposedly a bone nut, although I have no way of definitively telling you if it is or not, but it looks like it's very well cut. Could very well be a bone nut. 18-to-1 gear ratio locking tuners. Alnico 5 pickups, and I don't have to tell you that. It says it right on the pickups, Alnico 5. It's kind of interesting. I've never seen pickups stamp that, but I guess Jaymz wants you to know that these are Alnico 5 pickups. The neck radius is supposed to be 8.97 inches. Now, if that's the case, it typically is a more vintage neck radius. You would think it's fairly thick. This is a very thin C, in my opinion. It's not thick at all, which I kind of like. I didn't want a thick neck radius. So that's interesting. It's spec'd out as 8.97 inches, but it doesn't feel thick or deep at all. It feels like a nice shallow C neck. No gig bag, no accessories, no nothing with this guitar. 1 volume, 1 tone. There are no coil splits because you've got 2 single coil pickups. Your typical lipstick-like pickup at the neck and your inset bridge single coil. Alnico 5s. The Doesn't have an ashtray bridge. Has 6 saddles, so it's not the vintage 3 saddle style Tele bridge. What else? So yeah, that's the details. The guitar comes in 5 colors. It comes in black, comes in blue, it comes in green. Now the blue is a burst, the green is a burst, the black is a burst, purple is a burst, and this is a sunburst, which I opted for. The others have more solid color backs, not the true top color on the back. I kind of like that. I went with the sunburst. What else? Let's see here. That's the particulars. So this guitar goes for $149.99. That's the price on Amazon. They have all the colors in stock. Now, quality control. Leo, you got to do a better job. You got to do a better job. This guitar came with a problem right out of the chute. First of all, it was single boxed, like I said, no gig bag. But it has a nice pronounced dent in the poly finish on the guitar, as you can probably see here. So this is going to be either rectified by Leo Jaymz in a refund or returned. That's unacceptable these days. It's a very pronounced crack in the poly finish. Otherwise, the guitar is in relatively decent shape. Now, where does this thing fit in terms of competing with other guitars in the no brand name world of Telecaster type guitars? Well, you have the Firefly single coil guitars that are made in China. And on Firefly's website, they go for $199.91. You also have Fesley, who has their FTC 1000 Tele style guitar on Amazon. $219.99. That's on currently on sale for. Made in China. Then you've got Tees with their SBH E-Series. That's about $297.95 on their website. And that is made in China. However, that has a humbucker in the bridge that can be split, coil split, to be a single sounding pickup. And you also have this Leo Jaymz. So the Leo Jaymz is the lowest cost entrant into that space at $149.99. Followed by Firefly's $199.91, and then Fesley's $219, and then Tees's $297. Now let's see how they all compare to each other, if you'd like to know. So the Firefly has a roasted mahogany body, The Fesley has a mahogany body. This guy has a mahogany body, being the Leo Jaymz. And the Tees has a poplar body. The Firefly Teles have a roasted maple fretboard. The Fesley's Tele model has a roasted maple, actually a rosewood fretboard, not roasted maple, rosewood. The Tees has a roasted maple fretboard, and this Leo Jaymz has a roasted maple fretboard. The Firefly has stainless steel frets, rounded fret ends. The Fesley Tele has nickel frets. The Tees Tele has stainless steel rounded frets. And this Leo Jaymz has stainless steel rounded fret ends. The Firefly has locking tuners. The Fesley FTC 1000 Tele does not. It has regular tuners. They're Grover G2 tuners, which are the low-end Grover tuners, 18-to-1 gear ratio. The Tees have locking tuners, the Tees Tele, with 18-to-1 gear ratio. And these are locking tuners on this Leo Jaymz 18-to-1 gear ratio. Bone nut on the Firefly Tele, plastic nut on the Fesley Tele, bone nut on the Tees Tele, and a bone nut here on this Leo Jaymz Tele. The pickups, the Firefly Teles have Alnico 5 pickups. The Fesley Tele has Wilkinson M100 series pickups, or M series pickups, which are the low-end Wilkinson pickups. The Tees has Alnico 5 pickups. Now, the Wilkinson pickups on the Fesley are ceramics. They're the M series. The Alnico 5 pickups are on the T's SBHE series Teles, and these are Alnico 5s on this Leo Jaymz. Belly carve. There's a belly carve on the Firefly Tele. There's no belly carve on the Fesley Tele. There's a belly carve on the T's Tele. And there clearly is a belly carve, wow, on this Leo Jaymz Tele. And that's for people that have a pendulous belly, the drooping belly on this guy. 22 frets on the Firefly, 22 medium jumbo frets. 22 medium jumbo frets on the Fesley Tele. 22 medium jumbo frets on the T's Tele. And 22 medium jumbo frets on this Leo Jaymz Tele. A C-shaped neck on the Firefly Tele. A C-shaped neck on the Fesley Tele. A modern C neck on the T's Tele with a 12-inch radius. And this is supposedly an 8.97-inch radius, although it feels like a very, very shallow C-shaped neck on this Leo Jaymz. Pinwheel truss rod adjustment on the Firefly Tele. Headstock truss rod adjustment on the Fesley Tele. Pinwheel truss rod adjustment on the T's Tele. And a neck, base of the neck, standard truss rod adjustment, no pinwheel, but it's the base of the neck where the pinwheel would go on this Leo Jaymz Tele. Let's see what else. The Firefly has 2 single coil pickups, standard Telecaster configuration. Fesley has 2 single coil pickups, standard configuration. The T's has a humbucker at the bridge and a single HS at the neck with a coil split ability. And this Leo Jaymz has a configuration, a traditional Tele single. The Firefly, no gig bag included. The Fesley comes with a Fesley gig bag. The T's comes with a T's gig bag. This Leo Jaymz, no gig bag, no accessories. The Firefly, 1 volume, 1 tone, standard configuration. The Fesley, 1 volume, 1 tone. The T's, 1 volume, 1 tone with the coil split because of the humbucker at the bridge. And this guy has 1 volume, 1 tone. So I think I covered all of the comparisons. I'll tell you what, I need a little bit more time to play this, but on the surface, it seems like a pretty good deal. If you guys are looking for a Tele-style guitar that's not the traditional Fender brand at a very good price with some enhanced features. The enhanced features being the locking tuners, 18:1 gear ratio, the flamed maple top, the contour on the top, the Strat contour under the arm, as well as the belly carve on the back, right? The flamed maple satin finished neck, which is very nice, and fretboard. The stainless steel rounded fret ends on the guitar. The Alnico 5 pickups. These are all features you're not going to get certainly on a Squier Sonic. That's typically about $230 these days. Or an Affinity, which is around $249, $299, depending upon which model. And then if you go to the Classic Vibe, you're spending well over $300, in some cases $400. It's crazy. So value-wise, this is a great deal. Even compared to a Firefly at $199, or a Fesley at $219, or a T's at $297, a little under $300. This guy at $149 punches way above its weight on the surface. All right. Now, quality control-wise, that's another story, because like I said, I have, this one's got this nice little dent that it's shipped with right there. And you can see it, right there. See it? Nice little dent, crack in the poly finish. I've never had an issue with that finishing issue with a tease. I've never had that issue with a Donner. I've never had that issue with any of the other, quite honestly. I've had similar issues with Fesley, I'll have to admit, in terms of quality control. But tease, no. Firefly, no. Leo James has to work on that, in my opinion. So here, guys, let's see what this thing sounds like, clean, and then with some distortion. We'll play it clean first, basic chords. Turn it on, that would help. Let's see here. Okay, guys. Clean, neck pickup. We'll play through basic cowboy chords here. Make sure it's in tune. Okay. Neck pickup. Neck and bridge. And just the bridge pickup. And some single notes, clean. Neck pickup. Middle position. And the bridge pickup. Okay, and I'll put some distortion on now, guys. Neck pickup. Middle. Bridge. And some single notes. So you're going to get that 60 cycle hum. They are single coils, but that was a quick run through of this Leo Jaymz Popcaster T-style guitar. Again, it does not come with a gig bag, does not come with any accessories, just the guitar, currently at Amazon for $149.99, and I will have the link in the description. Guys, if you like these videos, please subscribe, please share. And until the next one, be well, see you soon, take care.